Hello, hello, hello. Oop, as I immediately make an obnoxious noise. Sorry. Right next to the microphone, of course. Uh, like I said in the Patreon post, there might not be any rails at all. Hopefully a little bit though, at least to start with. Michelle is not here this week. She is living it up. Her and Will are on vacation in Thailand. She sent me a couple of cute animal pictures so far, and I'm already very jealous. I think she left on Saturday. So you're getting just me tonight. And I'm going to be drinking some rums that our buddy Eric Gunderson, who's already here in the chat, sent me. It was a bit of a search to find the samples once they were delivered, but we found them. Crisis averted. So, kind of excited to get into those tonight. And we're going to play a little game I kind of came up with randomly. I feel like it's kind of the types of conversations you might have, like while staying up late, hanging out with someone, having a drink, especially if you're watching something. Or at least it's the type of conversations Nick and I have all the time when we're drinking. All the time we're like, what whiskey would Picard be? Or what whiskey would he drink? Or, or Frodo or whoever kind of thing. And I've done that a couple times on other streams. So, but this is going to be a little more specific, I feel like. So it is kind of hot today. But should be a little more specific. We are going to play Patreon Plinko at the top of the hour. Bottom of the hour. Top of the hour. So bottom of the hour is like a half hour in, yeah? Like if you were looking at a clock. Did they say like the left side of the hour or the right side of the hour? No? Just top of the hour. Anyways, 1 hour in. So that'll be, this starts at 9 Eastern, so like at 10 Eastern. So I'm going to try and do that pretty much right on the dot. Mom says, didn't realize it was a rum night, just poured an Old Fitz 10. Hey, solid pour though. So I'm going to go ahead and start saying hi to some people in chat. I do already have, of course, a little Knob Creek poured just to do so because it's required, basically. I can't start a stream without doing that. It is like bizarrely warm in Utah today, so I'm on the struggle bus, and Nick's got all the windows open, which in theory is good, except that it doesn't help this room. So I've got the air conditioning going, but I don't know that that's going to help the windows. Anyways, let me say hi to peeps. And Eric Gunderson just became a member, so cheers. You'll be able to use the little fun emojis. We've got a Humphrey emoji now for the members. So thanks so much for joining. I'm realizing my flannel is like all over the place. Doug, how's it going in early tonight? What's up? Taste and sensibility. Show me the proof. Cheers. Let's see. Des, what's up, Des? Still hoping you can maybe make it to the Charleston pick, but I very, very much understand if you can't. But it would be super cool. Malam, cheers. Oh, that's right. You're having the Old Fitz. Brad, cheers. What's happening? Yeah, if y'all do have some rum or enjoy rums, Michelle's not really a rum fan. She does not tend to like rums. I don't know if she's ever had any Foursquare, which is like cream of the crop sort of rum. But I know in general, I think it's just too sweet for her, which I get. I get that rum is pretty sweet. I mean, sugar cane, so it kind of makes sense. But especially when you get into ones like these, like Foursquare, like I just think it's such a treat. I do have actually a couple of bottles of Foursquare. One that I was able to find while traveling, and another that Bourbon Whiskey Uncensored helped us hook up with. So. Oh, Daz is coming! Yes! Oh, hell yes. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Yes, I'm so stoked. Like I said, yeah, I will give you a ride everywhere. I'm planning to rent a car. I got to get on top of that this week and buy those things. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get... that's so good. What's up, Donald Rance? Cheers, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and pour the first one. So he sent me 8 samples. I found out this afternoon that I am teaching a class. Well, I was reminded this afternoon that I'd been asked months ago to teach a class tomorrow morning at BYU, and I have to meet somebody at like 7:30 in the morning for it. So I'm gonna do. He sent 8 samples, which is insanely generous. But like 4 were lower proof and 4 were higher proof. So I figured tonight I would stick with the lower proof, which actually is cool because the couple of bottles I have are more like 120 proof. So I haven't actually had Foursquare's lower proof releases. So I'm kind of super curious about those. So I figured I'd go with those. But if you do have rum at home or ever like to pour some rum, let me know what you're drinking. I see Taste and Sensibility. I have a Foursquare 12-year Benny's pick. Ooh, how is that? What proof is that? That sounds good. That's the thing. Like Foursquare is going to be like your aged rums finished in something. They don't add coloring. They don't add sweetener or anything. Like it's the sweetness you're getting in it is totally natural. So it's just it's so. I mean, I haven't had like a huge experience with rums, but just compared to the couple of other rums that I have had, I do have like some Real McCoy, which is like their kind of like more budget offering, but it's made by the same people, and it's good. Like it's a good, it's like a daily, but it's like the Knob Creek equivalent kind of thing. Whereas Foursquare is like your George D. Stagg or something. I don't know equivalent. If you're not familiar with rums, never had Foursquare. Wish I could fly to Barbados to get some. Right? It does. It did bum me out when I first started getting into rum to realize that Puerto Rico does not make the best rum. As biased as I would like to be about it, unfortunately, I don't think we do. But all right, so I'm gonna pour the first one. This is a Foursquare premise. It is 10 years old. Also, Eric, he's awesome. He wrote like all the relevant information, like the things I would want to know on the bottle, the age, what it was finished in, and the proof. And also, he apologized for his handwriting. I love your handwriting. I don't know what you're talking about. So Eric, you're crazy. I didn't have like kind of small scratchy handwriting also, so I think I like it because it feels familiar to be honest. But anyways, let's pour this Foursquare premise. This is 10 years old, ex bourbon, ex sherry, and it is 92 proof, 46% ABV. So, Eric, are you more of a Scotch guy in general over like bourbons? I just noticed you wrote ABV. Oh, that nose, man. You can always tell a rum just on the nose. I feel it most of the time. Almost always tell. Good evening. Is it a few minutes late? Are we off the rails with A-Rod flying solo? I mean, the rails are still, I think, in sight, technically, but soon. What's up, Michael? Whiskey Sensory Shenanigans. Good evening, all you incredible Caribbean juice loving people. That's right. Ooh, Sweet Cindy's on vacation. Hell yes. That is the perfect time to have some rum. Just saying. I love like rum cocktails, but it was only a couple years ago that I started getting into rum neat. And whoo, you just gotta have the right. Oh, Michelle. I did look up the time. It's like 8 a.m. in Thailand. So she is driving to the temple on the top of the mountain. I remember you were talking about that one, and I think Will showed me a picture of it. So that was kind of like the one you were nervous about just because it's like a lot of stairs, I think. She can't hear me, so. But yay! I hope you have an amazing time. I hope they're both having the best freaking. I think that sounds like such a cool trip. Are on the rails are on back order. Get ready for a rum-filled shit show. I am trying to be careful because I found out I have to teach tomorrow morning. Only my second time pretending to be a professor over at BYU. What's up, T-Rob? Cheers, buddy. How's it going? Gotta go feed my snakes. That is funny because I do have a Indiana Jones scenario coming up. 306 stairs. Okay, I was right. It was, yeah. This is the one where it's like, okay, she's about to have a workout. So what's the pour that you drink at the end of today, if you could, if you could find it at a bar there? I love my rums, Scotch, Irish, Indian, bourbon, all over the place. I love that. That's pretty badass. I'm one of those people. I'm a picky eater. I want to be more of a diverse palette, but I do tend to like hone in on things I really like and then just like obsess on those. Um, but I feel like you do experience so much more if you broaden. But also, it's more expensive to get into all the different categories. So, in fairness, but that's badass. All right. So have fun, Michelle. Uh, Send us a picture from the top. All right. I am sniffing this. So our scenarios tonight are what would McClain drink? So this is what Nick and I do. We sit there and be like, oh, if you were in this situation, like what would be your pour? So I thought, and we randomly decided to watch Die Hard the other night because Die Hard movies are always a yes. You can never go wrong with those. Nick says, I hope she lets me try some of this rum, but not sure. Maybe. He did actually send like full on 2 ounce samples, so I guess I could let you try some. He almost always gets to try whatever it is. Just saying. Should be some pretty exactly. See. Okay, so you're John McClain. You've gone over to California. You're in Nakatomi Tower. You've already shot up a few dudes, been shot at. You're dealing with a bunch of morons down on the first floor, and except for Powell, he's great. Your feet are like all cut up because Dickwad was like, shoot the glass, which was only understood when he said it in English, not when he said it in the guy's native language of German to begin with. But you find a room with the type of bar that only Takagi could afford. And he apparently loves American whiskeys and all kinds of whiskeys. So like, and it has a first aid kit. So what are you drinking? Like, you're like, oh my God, you're in the middle of this, but there's a bit of a lull kind of thing where you're getting stuff figured out. What are you drinking to deal with this situation? And also, there's some shitty pours in there. What are you using to clean up all your cuts with this first aid kit? Okay, while y'all ponder this hypothetical scenario. It's funny because the nose comes off like so, like it's a proofier rum. But then at least first sip, it's like, oh, right. No, this is a very easy sipper. It's not even, hold on. I never like saying anything until after the second sip. There we go. Mm. Like it's that clear, light syrup, not like overly cloyingly sweet syrup, but just that hint of sweetness syrup rum profile. But then there's just like a hint of like baking spice, I guess, on it. This is one that was finished in bourbon and sherry, and it's a 10-year-old. Oh, it's a struggle. Tito's. Nick said Tito's. My thought of vodka for cleaning your feet. I'm thinking you want something high proof, right, to clean your feet. So I'm thinking, and something that people shouldn't be drinking anyways. So I'm going with like an Alberta cast strength premium, right? Something crazy high proof to really disinfect those cuts. Also, this is the scene. I hate feet. So this is always the scene that I have to look away. Everything else, I'm fine. The guy gets shot up through the table, no problems. But him dealing with his feet, Nick has to tell me when the feet are off the screen. I'm taking the most expensive Japanese whiskey to drink and cleaning my cuts with Johnny Walker Red and fire. I like it. He's going to have some amazing Japanese whiskeys in there. I don't know anything about Japanese whiskeys, but I would imagine. My thought was, he's like very American, almost sort of cowboyish kind of thing, rough, rugged type. So I'm thinking he's like, he knows about Jack Daniels and he's going to like eye that Jack Daniels and go for that. But it's going to be like a really good one. So I'm thinking it's going to be a Jack Daniels Coy Hill. And I know it would be easy to have like every scenario be like, oh, it's just going to be the highest proof, Coy Hill or Obtaining Hazmat or whatever kind of thing. But I feel like, some of these I picked something ahead of time as my answer. And I did not just pick Coy Hill for every scenario. So, but like, I feel like he would be drawn towards a Jack Daniels. Nick, do you want to let Humphrey out? Humphrey's decided he doesn't like this game and he wants to leave. He probably just wants to see what Nick is cooking. You can still drink it after cleaning. I mean, there's alcohol. I mean, you could drink a separate pour of it. I wouldn't want to drink what was what you used to clean. I don't think it's good. Oh, especially your feet. Nope. I'd rather just be parched. Thank you very much. So, benchmark foolproof as antiseptic. Some saw some rare Taiwan thing. Ooh, a nice Taiwan. But do you think that, so I guess, are y'all's answers like if you were John McClain in this scenario, or is it, and I didn't think of this ahead of time, or is it what you think John McClain would do? I mean, I feel like for me, my answer is the same either way. Jack Daniel's Koi Hill just sounds delicious. But I'm kind of wondering for some of these, because I feel like this makes a lot of sense, the Japanese whiskey one makes, but I don't know that John McClain himself would have gravitated towards like would he know kind of thing? I feel like he would have heard of Jack Daniels. I don't know. I'm probably overthinking this game. That's why it's late night, you've had a few drinks, fuck it kind of game. Moms has a sex on the beach cocktail. So we've got, now I just want John McClain like in there, like shaking up his little cocktail and putting a little garnish and everything. I think that would be great. Proper 12 because it already tastes like feet. That was perfect. Thank you. Ugh, feet. So it finished in 10. Oh, no. All right. Next scenario. This is delicious. This is like a nice, easy drinker. This Foursquare premise. Next up, I'm going to pour. I'll see if I need to take notes or not. Oh, I somewhat unpacked these, but I didn't remove the tape ahead of time. So, okay. So next scenario goes along with the next glass. I did have like another Die Hard scenario. We'll go back and forth just to change it up a bit. No, there's no need to go back and forth. Okay, Die Hard 2, the second one, the one at the airport, where the one dickhead has like taken over the airport, turned off all the lights, taken over the communication tower, and none of the planes can land. So airport is evacuated. He and Marvin are gonna. Marv is like the hilarious janitor guy who's down in like the basement or whatever. They're gonna sit and work out the plan and go over the maps. And Marv's very protective of his maps. I love the Die Hard movies. So what is he sipping on? Why? And I don't have a preset answer for this, but I figure he finds like a really well-stocked bar at the airport and grabs something that they can sip on while he is going through the maps. So I feel like it shouldn't actually be too proofy because he's trying to think through this plan and he's still got, some snowmobiling to do and all kinds of shit. So you're John McClain, you're hanging out with Marv. What are we drinking? Meanwhile, I'm drinking a Foursquare, let's see here, Zinfandel cask blend. 43% ABV, so we're talking 86 proof. Hi, Humphrey. All right, Humphrey has decided he wants to be allowed in both. Humphrey is the one who's going to eat the rails. And it's 11-year-old. So it's 11-year-old, 86 proof, Foursquare Zinfandel cat. Oh, I'm curious if I'll like this one as much because I'm not like a wine. Nick came over like, what's the deal with Humphrey? I'm not much of like a wine drinker. Zinfandel, it's a white wine, yeah? All I can think is that awful Thomas More Chardonnay cask. Like they should just never have. I punched Adam. Wait, he like poured Adam from he used to be with Livewire whiskey. He poured some of this Thomas More Chardonnay cask finish for me to try, and after trying it, I just punched him because I was so mad that he made me drink that. Oh, this definitely has a very different nose. This is, initially, I don't know that I immediately think rum. I feel like normally with the Foursquares, I tend to get, oh, is Zinfandel red? It's red. All right, white Zen is a crime. There is such a thing, though, yeah? I literally don't drink wine. Wine gives me headaches. Makes me tired. Any Zen I've had was red. Okay. Is it just called Zinfandel, or does it have an... I don't know anything about wine. Clearly. A very full-bodied red wine. You are very, very wrong, Adriana. That is the answer. Nick says Eagle Rare for the Die Hard 2 situation. From Gunderstruck. Sophia, me, I deal with patients' kidneys. Ah, no way! A nephrologist then? Maybe some. All this foot talk. Courvoisier is that's what you're sipping with, Marv? Alright, this has a very different nose. I don't know that I'd guess that it was wine, because obviously I don't know anything about wine. But it is funky. It does have like kind of a butteriness to it on the nose. But like I don't know, like butter, but like with like mulled berries kind of thing. I feel like I'm influenced by the fact I know that it's finished in a red wine now. It's funny, these lower proof ones, they just evaporate right off the bat kind of thing on that first sip. But the second sip I feel like helps it. No, not moldy berries. Mold berries. Like a mold wine, I guess. Pour it after a huge steak dinner. That does sound good. If McClain was a tater, I'd say Blanton's to get him pumped up. Actually, honestly, I could see him pouring some Blanton's. Because it's that like grenade-shaped bottle. I could see McClain pouring some Blanton's, while he's going over the maps. That makes sense to me. And I mean, if you're getting it for free, like, sure, go for it. This one is not my favorite. There's like a butter popcorn kind of thing going for me with it. I kind of want to, wait, I need to go back and forth. Back and forth, hold up. All right, do y'all have your McClain? Which Blanton's, though? Oh, maybe gold? Maybe. I don't know. I could see that. It looks shiny. Might grab his attention. I feel like it all depends on like the perspective you're thinking about it. I'm like thinking about it as John McClain, who I feel like probably doesn't have a big whiskey collection himself. I could be wrong, but I've watched all 5 movies. I've never seen him in 4, 5. I don't know. Anyways, the first one just so good. I like the first one has more of the spice, has more of that kind of. It's like it's chilled out compared to like the higher proof Foursquares, but more of that like baking spice and kind of tobacco-y note that I often get with a rum, like a good rum. But this not Chardonnay, sorry, the Zinfandel, which obviously is a red wine. Everybody knows that. 11-year-old. I don't know. There's like a weird buttery popcorn thing going on for me. Okay, so premise. Yum. Zinfandel. Weird buttery popcorn. Wait, do we have Pappy in the lineup now as far as our McClain situation? Do we have to account for the fact that it would be 1990s? Oh, that's true. Yeah, there is that. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. No, we do not, because that would make this game very obnoxious to have to look up and figure out what was around and what wasn't around. I already had Jack Daniel's Corey Hill for Die Hard 1, which I think was 88, so I don't think that'll work. Is there a whiskey bottle shaped like a rifle? Or maybe it's tequila. Oh, isn't there? Oh, I don't know. I know that, like, Blanton's looks like a grenade, so I could see him grabbing for that. So Pappy is everywhere. Yeah, maybe just grab some Pappy because it's got such a great name. Okay, next scenario is we're in Fellowship of the Rings, first of the Lord of the Rings. So this poor Frodo, old guy shows up and tells you gotta sell up all your stuff or friggin' walk to Rivendell at least. On your feet. Bilbo got to ride a freaking pony, just saying. And take care of the stupid ring that your uncle found because he's a hoarder. But luckily, while you're staying up, hanging out with Gandalf, hearing about how this is suddenly your problem. That some dickhead thousands of years ago didn't just throw the ring away when he could have. But luckily, your uncle also hoarded a bunch of good pours. So what are you pouring in this situation? And then what are you putting in your like walking flask? Because it's going to be a few days, and it turns out you're going to have to deal with the Black Riders and everything. So like, what are you pouring for the situation that Gandalf's just telling you about? And then like, what are you packing for the? I also, oh, I did right. Let's see here. I do still have a little bit of Foursquare too. My Foursquares are definitely on the lower side. But I'm the type who's like, I don't want to finish it because I probably won't be able to find it again. Which is bad. I'm making fun of Bilbo for being a hoarder, and here I am. Uh okay, with that, I'm going to, what time are we at? We are at 7:27. So yes, Gandalf is the old wizard. Donald, you know this. There's no way you don't know this. Um Fucking with me. Are you free, Mr. Humphreys? Okay. So while we go from die-hard action 90s action movies, the best of Christmas movies, into true nerdism of Lord of the Rings, I'm going to pour some Foursquare Saga City. This is 12 years old in ex Madeira cask, and it is 48%. So here we go. I'm not pouring a ton. Oh, I could pour a little bit more than that, though. Come on. There we go. So I was thinking that I feel like Frodo and Bilbo kind of feel more like Scotch sort of guys. And I think he'd go for something peated for like this initial discovery about it. So I'm thinking, like some really great Ardbeg or like an Octomore, I think would be ideal for this situation of finding this out. Of Frodo finding out from Gandalf that he's got to go off and take this ring somewhere, at least to Rivendell. He doesn't even realize how fucking far this is going. Have you ever read the books? Oh, Donald, you gotta get it together. I mean, that's Middle Earth right behind me, so, and a bunch of Lord of the Rings books and stuff. So, okay, the original Four Loko with caffeine, need to keep that reaction time up for the upcoming battles. So that's what he's pouring in his flask then. That's what he's walking around with. I like it. I think that's smart, actually. That's the way to do it. Fuck it. Knock yourself out for the night, but have like all your energy and everything for Merry and Pippin screwing things up in the movies. I mean, they were supposed to go along with him in the books. I went through a few years ago and should have got to that. 2008 is so good. I have the 2008, the Covenant, and the 2011, so I've got 3. Books were amazing. Rob Inglis is such a, if you want, you can listen to the audiobooks. Just saying. They're so good. Although you gotta like fast forward through the songs parts. Those are always rough. Okay. So I'm thinking, I like the Four Loko as his like walking pour. I think that's amazing. And then later on, he's in Mordor. Sam saves him in this tower. He's already been stung by the stupid spider. The tower is now emptied. He's in like the thick of it though with the orcs. But it's got a good stock room. And now they've got to, they're in Mordor, but now he's got to make it in disguise or whatever to actual Mount Doom. He's feeling like crap. I feel like at this point, he's not going to go for the peated scotch because he's surrounded by smoke and ash and everything. And it's a little too close to home, So I'm thinking this is where he would go for a Foursquare rum. That's just what I'm thinking. If I was him, I think that's what he'd go for. And like they love tobacco and honey and stuff, and I feel like those are common notes that you get. Read the books multiple times as a kid. Yes, I still have the ones I had as a kid, but they kind of like are taped up a little bit. So I recently got these copies so that I could have them to read again and not worry about them falling apart so much. James Bond. Oh, there you go. No, it was Lord of the Rings for me. Okay, ooh, this one, now we're coming back into it. So this is at Foursquare Saga City, 12 years, ex Madeira cask. And we're looking at, what, 48%, so 96%, 96 proof. Balcones Brimstone. That's all they have in Mordor. See, that's what I'm saying, though. I think they'd have like a nice, like Merry and Pippin found long bottom leaves to smoke when they were at Saruman's. I feel like some of the top guys there might have like a nice selection of stuff, and so then he could go for some rum. That way, it's not too ash on ash. Like I feel like if that's all I could get while I'm surrounded by brimstone, I don't think I'd want to drink it. I'm just saying. I haven't had Balcones Brimstone, but oh, this one smells fire. Like, as in good, not like actual fire. Mm. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're getting into that, like, kind of like, I don't actually smoke, but like, I like the smell of like a good pipe, but with like a little bit of marshmallow. Which one? This is the Saga City. So I'm doing a Foursquare flight. For anybody who doesn't know, this is the Saga City Foursquare Ex Madeira Cast 96 proof. I have not been able to make my way all the way through the song. I think I made the mistake. I keep getting hung up on the beginning. I need to skip the beginning and get to all like the rest of the plot. The beginning is a little too Bible, it's a little creation of the whole universe by singing or whatever kind of thing. It's rough. Yes, you're also a rum fan? Oh man. Of course. Of course you are. You're awesome. Oh, this is good. This one might be my favorite so far. I think this Saga City. Let's see. See. Mm. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Oh. It's got the tobacco, it's got the baking spice, like just a hint of like burnt marshmallow kind of thing. Oh, no, 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 no. It has like a nice finish where it lingers. Dude, this one is what's up. I am digging it. Mm. Used to read a bunch of. I never got into. I tried. My dad was into them and stuff, but I just never could. I think it's just like not enough character development and like plot development for me. Um, let's see. Eric, ask Adriana to save you some of the Saga City. I kill the rest of the bottle as a. Oh no. Well, thank you so much for sending a bottle that was low. That's insane. That's freaking awesome. I will. It's the one I poured the least of. But I'm liking the most. This is the Saga City. So, and like this is dark. If y'all have had, just like meh rums, like this is much darker than meh rums kind of thing. We're not talking like Bacardi or anything. Donku. I do have a bottle of Donku for like a sipping bottle. It's like a special one in Puerto Rico that we got. It's still not that good, but it's okay. I have samples of a couple roaming road. Ooh, I've never heard that. The only other really good rum I've had is Foursquare Nobiliary from John. Stuff and Whiskey in a blind flight of wild pour. I'm telling, like, so I've got these three. I actually brought samples of them to Michelle the last time I was up there. So at some point in the near future, we are going to do another rum stream together, and she's going to try them. We're going to see if she has like a really good rum like Foursquare, if she can get more into it. I feel like some rums are just too sweet, and so she's thrown off by them. But some of them could be so good. So good. It's a pleasure to share. Are we getting more Foursquare? So do they have them in your... So we don't have Foursquare in Utah. I always look for it when I'm traveling, but I just never get to see it. All right, what do we got? Nassif Reserve is one of... And I'm really not a rum... So I've heard about Nassif Reserve. Actually, a lot of what I learned about rum was through Clifton of Bourbon Bites. He's done like multiple rum streams. His Discord has talked about it. So, and I know he's had some NASA Reserve rum and said good things about it. But I have not had any of that. That's how I knew about the real McCoy. And I picked that up when we were in Vegas a couple years ago, I think. Being like that it's like the approachable, more on the shelf version of Foursquare. So, Yoda, the Force is strong with you. I do have some Star Wars scenarios. It's not just Die Hard and Lord of the Rings, I promise. I have ADD, so lack of character. Oh, I have ADD, but really, Humphrey? Why are you being such a dick? My big boy. He got a bath today, so you know. I can't. If you don't know, I can't quite pick him up like Michelle does with Ellie. He's like 70-ish pounds. He's 55 pounds. If you know, you know. Plus. Humphrey, what are you? He's like walking through all the wires, so making me panic and quite the distraction. But he's perfect and we love him. The last rum I had was Smith and Cross. Couldn't give it away. Oh, really? I don't know that one. Who, like, where is that made? I've never heard of that. I mean, again, I'm not a rum connoisseur. Despite Richard Stallions' wife being Canadian, it's hard as hell to get here. Go figure. Okay. I'm going to have another sip of this Saga City, and then we'll get into the Star Wars ones. I am married. I am a Trekkie, but I like Star Wars. And Nick is whatever the equivalent of a Trekkie is, but for Star Wars, but also like Star Trek. It's just we have ours switched as far as number 1 and number 2. So I initially didn't even have like a scenario for Luke because I think he's a little bitch and wouldn't even drink whiskey or anything good. But Nick did add one at the end. So, but I figured we started. So Han is the first movie, like that originally came out, episode 4. Han is celebrating that Obi-Wan and then Luke have approached him to, give him a ride. And so he's got enough money to pay off his debt to Jabba the Hutt. What is he drinking? What is he drinking like for that scenario? I forget. This could be before or after he kills Greedo. I forget. It could be before or after. I don't know. Whatever. Who shot first? I want Darth Maul. Oh yeah, Darth Maul has the coolest lightsaber. Yes, listen to Malim. Hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please do. If you're not subscribed, I feel like everybody I've seen in chat at least is subscribed. Or at least here regularly. So, but if not, please do that with whatever Google accounts you have. So let's see. I think Smith and Cross is the British Navy rum that doesn't kill gunpowder. Oh my god, I gotta look up this Smith and Cross thing. That's hilarious. I have to say, I do love some like a classic daiquiri. Just lime juice, simple syrup, and rum. Oh, so good. Smith and Cross rum, bad. That's my note. You got any pirates? Oh, I should have some Pirates of the Caribbean. This is what happens. Okay, we can easily come up with Pirates of the Caribbean. So I wrote for Han Solo. Oh, let's see. Don Rand says that he's drinking some JMO. Like Jameson? Is that what we're saying? I'm thinking he's going like Booker's. It's kind of like, it's higher proof, but it's got that like cowboyish sort of vibe, and he's definitely like a space cowboy kind of thing. So I feel like Booker's is a good fit for what he might be drinking in this situation. I'm assuming your JMO means Jameson. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's grabbing Jameson. I think that's too light. I think Luke might grab Jameson. I think Han's going for something a little like, something that makes him feel tougher kind of deal. Jack Daniels Barrel Select. See, that I could see. I think that makes a lot of sense. For years after college, the smell of rum and coke. It's funny, in college, and I mean to this day, I love a whiskey sour, but in college I was like a, whiskey sour, the sour mix kind of gal all the way. Which does not help with people thinking I was not straight. So you're saying you had fun in college. A Cuba Libre. with a little lime juice. Or a Cuba Mentirosa. Okay. Maybe. Chewbacca is hidden. Oh, Chewbacca's 100% drinking moonshine. He's making moonshine. I'm pretty sure the reason he's always like working on the Falcon is because he's actually just got a secret section that he's just. I mean, they're smugglers. He's 100% making moonshine on the Falcon. There's no doubt about it. Falcon moonshine. I would buy the shit out of that. I'm trademarking that. This is, what's your face? George Lucas. That's mine now. You can buy it from me. I love it. OJ and amaretto on my way to an in class. Oh my god, what class was this? In college, I was drinking Mad Dog and Night Train. That sounds like what Han Solo might drink. Okay, next Star Wars scenario. While I enjoy the Saga City a little bit more, just a reminder, at the top of the hour, 7:42, we will be doing Patreon. Right now is 7:42, my time. We will be doing. I did not have my second Adderall today, and it is showing. We will be doing Patreon Plinko. The end. Okay. We had a local basketball exchange in college. Calimocho got to be two. I have no idea what either of those are. What is that? No idea. Okay. Don't know about Han Solo, but as he was the cowboy of the Serenity. Oh, Mal! Are we doing Firefly now? I was probably drinking Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. Serenity. Is that from Firefly? No. The name of the ship was Firefly. Serenity. What is that from? Dave, what are we talking about? That would be a hot barrel, right? Falcon Moonshine. That is genius. Or as my dad, the Millennium Falcon, in Spanish, everything tends to be backwards. So he always calls it the Falcon Millennium. And he thinks he's nailed it. So glad I kicked that Adderall. Oh, well. I have ADD, and you can ask Nick. Non-Adderall day is a useless day. It is the ship in Firefly. Okay. I heard that it's coming back, so now I gotta go back and like rewatch it. It's been forever since I watched Firefly. Okay, I'm like, wait, why do I feel like it's Firefly? But shouldn't that be the name of the ship? Chewie can't outdrink Marion from Raiders of the Lost. Ah, yes! We do have 8 Raiders. She is the most badass. I adore her. Oh, did we say hi to Bourbon? Ah, Bourbon! What's up? Bourbon! I was just saying earlier that you hooked me up with some of my Foursquare that I have. But right now I'm drinking some samples that Eric Gunderson sent me, and it's delicious. He nails something. All right. Okay, my next Star Wars scenario. Leia has just seen Alderaan destroyed. Vader's trying to play good cop to Tarkin's douchebag. And, you know, maybe his, like, spoiler alert, fatherly instincts are kicking in. So, but he offers her something to drink. And pretend that Star Wars actually has, like, advanced technology, like Star Trek does. And it has, like, a replicator where he could make anything that she wants. And so anything is available. And all the safeties are off for my fellow Trekkies. So it can actually produce the good stuff. None of this synthanol or whatever. So it can actually make real good, delicious, whatever she wants. What is the pour for Leia to have while she's still resisting the Empire? Because she is such a fucking badass, and I love Princess Leia. Never heard of Firefly? It was canceled far too soon. It had Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion in it. Alan Tudyk's been in a bunch of stuff. That helps at all. Anyways, it's good. It's another like sci-fi show, and it was very good. Leia is such a badass. Like, so corn was Everclear or Jungle Juice? I don't think that's the pour. Really? Are we back to Chewy? In the meantime, I am gonna. This is the last sample I'm gonna do tonight. Again, he sent me 8 samples, so I'm doing 4 of the lower proof tonight. Hence, we still have a little bit of rails, I feel like. Because I gotta teach in the morning, apparently. So, this is Foursquare Indelible, 11 years. Oh, this is another ex-Zinfandel. And this is 48%. So another 90s. Woo! Man, he like filled him to the top too. He's not fucking around. You were awesome, Eric. Thank you. Okay. I got a little bit on my hands. Absinthe knows how. Yes, they do. I haven't listened to it, but it keeps popping up on my YouTube. So, but I really want to go back and rewatch original Firefly. Oh, Port Charlotte 10. Try to resist the dark side. That's what he's. I like it. You just help facilitate it. That's right. Sorry. But I still greatly appreciate it and credit you. One season, not nearly enough. And then there was like the movie finale type thing. Very good follow-up movie, Serenity. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. Going in oh, that was very much on accident. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not on accident. It's because I'm a very organized drinker. Clearly. Okay, this hair is just getting to be a bit too much. Okay, so we have absinthe. So Leia just watched Alderaan explode. And Vader is trying to be nice-ish. And so the answers so far, we've got absinthe, Port Charlotte. Anything Port Charlotte is worthy of, I mean, oh, I love Port Charlotte so much. And then we have Everclear as an option. I was thinking Obtainium Hazmat because, like, it's a proofy bitch, and that's what you want in such an awful situation. But like, it's very like sweet and approachable kind of thing, and I feel like anybody can enjoy it, sort of deal. So I don't know. I was kind of thinking along those lines, but I feel like it could go any sort of direction with this scenario. All right, what do we got? Does anyone know the college drink PJ, aka Purple Jesus? It's a cooler of every clear fruit juice and lots of fruit, like whatever eating the fruit messed you up. Wait, what's the alcohol in it, though? You said it's got a bunch of fruit juice. And then some fruits. And like vodka? I did not have this. This sounds disgusting, by the way. Not this, the Purple Jesus. Hold on. First sip. Hold up. I gotta go back in for it. Got Jungle Juice, Nick. Heard of purple drink. Why is it called purple if it's a bunch of clear stuff? Oh, and then Everclear. What makes it purple? The grapes? My Furbo just went off. Got like a little Furbo. By the way, y'all, this is my second to last stream in this apartment. Hopefully. The next stream is the 16th, and then on the 17th, we will be signing and closing on our very first freaking home. It's a townhome, and I am so stoked. I don't know how set up everything will be for the next place, but like, I've definitely like started packing. I'm just like dying to get into the new place and constantly obsessing over it. I'm so stoked. But this should be the second to last stream here. And I'm like, I just want to stay in the new place regardless if there's a bed there. Like, I just want to be in my new home. I'm so stoked. But anyways, just randomly remember that. Yes, have you seen / heard that they've got a podcast? Two Dick and Phil and we're guests. I did see that they have a podcast that also keeps popping up on my YouTube. And I want to check it out. It's funny because I've met both of them, actually. And I know Brent Spiner can be, I love him because Data was my favorite, but he can be kind of a dick. But I'm so curious how that podcast goes because, like, Jonathan Frakes seems like the more diplomatic one, and Brent Spiner seems like the one who he's not gonna mince words, you know? He's not diplomatic, I don't think. But I love them both. Leia would have a proofy old fashioned. She's princess, but also tough. I like that. I could see that. A nice old fashioned for her. I dig that one. All right. Okay, so the next situation. Oh, Indiana Jones. Oh, and in 9 minutes, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to like stay on target. Speaking of Star Wars, and remember that at top of the hour we will be doing our Patreon Plinko. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I might have a little pour of one of these other ones, just to level it up just a little bit. I don't know if Nick can still hear me, but Nick, can you bring me like a clean Glen just so I can have a little bit of one of these other ones? Real quick. Thank you. If you hear that. Ooh. Eric, which one should I try? Ooh. We have Foursquare 2010, Foursquare Sovereignty. We have Foursquare Touchstone, and Foursquare 2009. Kind of between the Sovereignty and the Touchstone. Ooh, thank you. He did hear. Yay, Touchstone. Okay. Eric says the Touchstone. Cast is very Hollywood, and that makes sense. Who's cast? Thanks, everybody. We are so excited. Our first ever home. Oh my God, we're going to own it. I'm like, give me the keys, and I want to go in and paint big squares on the wall and get it painted as fast as it's kind of a pinky white right now is the only problem. So I'm like, I need to paint it blue. But I'm like nonstop, just constantly thinking about the new place. I can't wait. Okay, Touchstone it is what I'm gonna have a wee bit of. I did like this Foursquare Indelible. Exactly, rum is yum. Rum. That actually might be my second favorite. It's like yummy. It's not quite like blow you away yummy, but it's like yum yum. All of these are dangerously easy to drink is also the thing about rums in general, I feel like. Is that just like it's yummy and tasty but very approachable and just it's so it's like, oh, I want to be good and not eat ice cream or dessert tonight. You could have a rum instead, kind of thing. Give me the keys, I'll drive. I'll be no. In the meeting class access, we had access to no. It made a screwdriver for oh my God, you use that stuff? We have 200 proof, it's like 99.9% ethanol in the lab, but we do not ever drink that. I would not even me. I heard they add something to ours like that it'll make you puke or something if you drink it. Somebody thought I was actually doing it. I was not. Okay. Did I give my scenario? We did that one. Oh, Indiana Jones. So when he's thrown in with the snakes, him and Marion, who could outdrink anybody under the table. Time to pour some Touchstone. What would he want to drink to deal with these motherfucking snakes? I do not have anything written down. And then I want to do a Pirates of the Caribbean one because I like that idea. That makes a lot of sense. I think the answer is Foursquare. Isn't. Right up until it isn't. I'd never be able to retire. That's why I'm hoarding whiskey. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Nick says stag. Immediately, stag is what. I feel like that makes sense. I feel like you want something that hits hard. RL Seals, 10-year, 43%. All right. A new riff of some. Ooh, a new riff. Oh, I like that. Why a new riff, Des? I need some deets. I need some Viper schnapps, obviously. I'm just wondering, for me, half the fun is the rationale for like why that drink fits the scenario kind of thing in your head. So yeah, I feel like Captain Morgan. But you have heard of me. You are by far the worst captain I've ever heard of. Or something that will make him mad, my lord. That is perfect. I do have to say, Humphrey just came in. I do have to give him credit for me having these rum samples. Part of the credit. Obviously, 99% of the credit goes to Eric. They did not deliver to my apartment. They didn't put it in the locker. They didn't put it in the mail room, like in the office. I was walking around to all the other places, like walking around my whole building in the apartment complex to see, because it said it was delivered. Nick took Humphrey for a walk at the same time as I was looking and there's like a locker room with all the mail lockers, and there was a trash can, and they had put the package behind the trash can, and Humphrey sniffed it out and like budged the trash can out of the way so that Nick could find my package of all these little rum samples. So thank you, Haps, for being such a good sniffer dog. He's a rum sniffing dog. Okay, I have a couple of those in. Oh, those RL Sealies. RL Seals. Oh, there you go. Yeah, have some to match. I love it. He's a quantity over quality guy. So Captain Morgan's. This still fits. Pussy's gunpowder rum. I do not know that one. What is that one? That one sounds amazing. Okay, I'm about to try this Foursquare touchstone. Hold on, I gotta mute so I can yell at. Now he's just angrily looking at me. He keeps gnawing on his paws and causing red spots. Maybe a new rye, new riff. Sorry, the cord of my stupid camera is like right in the way of comments because they have a bite to it, so the snakes are spicy to them. I like it. I dig it. All right, I'm going with it. New riff rye for Indiana Jones when he's thrown in with the snakes. And you know Marion would be killing like half that bottle because she can fucking handle it. And also he hates snakes and I hate rye. See, this is the logic that like totally sells the pour. This is perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have our Indiana Jones one. What do we have? Just a couple minutes and we will be doing Patreon Plinko. Let me pull up the tab. StreamYard giveaway tool. I tried to put the keyboard far away from. Yo, I'm not normally the one who does this shit. It's a good way I'm pulling it up now. Okay, what happens in Pirates of the Caribbean? Okay, so he's arrested and then he's released by what's her face, I think. I don't know. Some situation in which Captain Jack Sparrow gets to drink whatever he wants. What is he drinking? I can't think of any. I feel like it's gonna be a rum, obviously. Like it has to be. I think it's gonna be a Foursquare. Maybe it's gonna be this Foursquare touchstone. Oh, let's see. Jake, I hate snakes. I hate them. Cheers, Kim F. How are you and Penny doing? Michael says Indy would need a hazmat garrison cowboy. He could drink it, would definitely wake you up. Then you could pour on the snakes and light them on fire. See, now there's a plan. I like this. Just light the motherfuckers on fire when in doubt. This is like back to when I was asking about ones for disinfecting McClain's wounds. Like, it's both a drink and a weapon. Elizabeth Swan and Legolas let him go. That's right, they both did. Yeah, because he lifted the hinges. Legolas did. He's always Legolas to me, and Legolas is my least favorite character in Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I know he's impressive, but it's just kind of impressive. I don't know. Captain Jack would just drink the shit out of anything that was within arm's reach. He's the Pirates World equivalent of Dean Martin. I'll like it. Garrison Burroughs hazmat. Top of the hour alarm. Here it is. Okay, let me. Okay, Furbo, you gotta stop it. Choose a live stream. It's this one, and it's gonna be okay. Okay, have it ready. All right, y'all. It is top of the hour, so that means it is Patreon Plinko time. What could you win? Possibly. Do we normally do that before we do the video? I think so. I don't have the template for the little thing that she does, so I made my own right before the stream. So this is what you could win. Most of these I'd be able to send out. Not quite all of them, but most of them. So you could either win a coin, a wee Glen, a wow Glen, a flask, a beanie that I knitted, a tasting board, a bottle of whiskey, the wow beanie that is like black and has like the brown leather wow thing. So okay, we are going to, yes, everybody's already on it. Go ahead and start putting in your hashtag Plinkos while I play this video, even though I'm not going to pull up the board because I don't have the board. But I made this video, so y'all gotta watch it. Wait, which one is it? Oh, this is
the Patreon Plinko. It's a game to play. With whiskey in our hands, we make your day. Support the show. Enjoy the fun with the women of whiskeys. Cheers, everyone. And now you know, yeah, it's time for Patreon Plinko.
Hello, we're back. Normally I highlight all the hashtag Plinkos during it, but this time I had to be doing behind the scenes stuff, so I couldn't quite do that. Okay, so, oh, it might freeze when I pull up the screen. So you should have got, if you are a paid patron on Patreon, by the end of the stream at least, $4 and up, I think, you should have put in your hashtag Plinko. And it looks like we got a few, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see, share screen. Yep, allow. Hold on. I feel like I fail at this every time. I need to pull it out and then put it in a new window. There we go. Here we go. Okay. Your browser has blocked your screen. What? Blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar to allow access. What? That doesn't make sense. That can't be right. Hopefully that's not a real problem. Okay, boop. Share this window. No, I want to share this window. Okay, you got, oh, right. Add a stage. All right, you guys should be seeing it. I'm probably frozen, but we'll live with that. All right, we've got 10 entries. Okay, so we're going to draw it, and then I'll just pick a random number 1 through 8, but we'll do that on screen. Okay, oh, I can't do the thumb roll. Drum roll. Da, 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 da. Congrats, Bourbon Coach! All right, Bourbon Coach! Okay, normally you would get to pick a letter to drop the Plinko ball and all the good stuff. I unfortunately do not have a Plinko board thing. So, what is happening to the chat? I don't know. Click randomize. I'm not clicking randomize a bunch of times. So I showed you, this is what you could win, right? So we're gonna just pick a random number. A random number 1 through 8. Oh, I will share the screen again. Here we go. So you know I'm not lying about what number it is. So sorry you don't get to pick a thing and then get to watch and hear the ball drop, but this is how we're doing. Okay, here we go. Picking a random number 1 through 8. Number 5. Oh, sweet. Okay. Stop sharing. Hopefully that worked. So number 5 is a beanie that I knitted. So you will be getting this beanie. I feel like it looks better in person. It's nice. And it doesn't look super feminine or anything like that. Why does my Furbo keep going off? It's so fucking annoying. So congrats, Bourbon Coach. Sorry, there's no I tried to pick a bunch of things that I'd be able to ship out. Since Michelle is in Thailand right now. So knitted beanie. So you get the first knitted beanie prize that I knitted a couple weeks ago, which means I need to buy more yarn and knit another one for the next prize. I want to get those little leather tags that says Nick feels required to say this. I feel like that's a custom beanie from Adriana. I want to, those little leather tags that you can get that says his name. Hey, I made one for Nick, and he really likes it. So I hope you enjoy it. I don't know if it's still cold enough for it, but I think it came out nice. And I like this design a lot more than my previous one. So, awesome. Bourbon Coach, she might have your info, but if you could go ahead and email womenofwhiskies@gmail.com so that I can get this mailed out to you before it gets lost during this whole moving process. So, preferably a beanie, a toque, a winter hat. What else is it that people call it? Can I just buy it? Yeah, so Michelle did just get a new stock of the leggings. I don't know the details though on that. I think she's got them now at her home. We did take down our Shopify website. It was just costing us a bunch of money to have up. But I think she's going to do it through Venmo, but yeah, when she gets back, she'll be able to explain the details on how to now buy some new leggings. So, yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad some people are stoked for the thing. I will email. Great. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my mom. All the works. Toke. I feel like I can tell where y'all are from. The ones who are y'all Canadian / from upstate New York or I don't know, doesn't Michigan maybe call it a toque? A toque. Toque? Toque, that's it. It's toque. It looks like toque, but yeah, y'all say toque. My boss is Canadian, he says toque. And I knew a girl from upstate New York who called it a toque. In South Carolina, we call it a toboggan. I know it's a sled. I learned that when I was in New York. We call it a toboggan. Bite me. Okay, I'm going to try this touchstone. I think I've already sipped it, but I've been very distracted. Oh no, Joe. Hopefully they do not. So you can always get that no matter where you go. Toque, not toque. Then why do y'all spell it like toque, you dipshits? Who decided this was a word for anything? Is this a French thing? Is this coming from French Canada or something? I don't understand. Oh my god. That touchstone is just ridiculous. I mean, some of these other ones were really good, but bitch. Okay, so this one is Foursquare touchstone. It's 14 years, ex-bourbon, ex-cognac. That explains a lot. And it is 61% ABV, so we're looking at 122 proof. Oh, my god. That is just on the nose. Oh. It is French. Fucking French. Of course they spell things like it doesn't make sense. They would. My best friend is French. I get to say these things. Doesn't really add up, but I try to. They always just add letters that, in Spanish, if the letter is there, it has a purpose. In French, it's no, we just fuck it. And half the time in English, we're here's some random letters that don't make any sense. How come I'm always getting the what? What? Yes. Eric Gunderson gave me the hookup for sure. This touchstone. I could just smell this all. You know how they make beard oils and stuff that smell like bourbon or whatnot kind of thing? They need to make it smell like Foursquare rum. Because, oh my god. If you want it said toque, you should spell it with an U or with 2 O's. So it's like Peregrine Toque. from Lord of the Rings. This is so good. I'm trying to figure out. It's funny because I feel like the cognac cask is kind of coming off on it, but I don't know how to describe that. Yeah, sure, you betcha. Now I gotta go back and watch Fargo. Is that what they call it in Fargo? At least when it comes. Eric knows his stuff when it comes to nephrology and Foursquare rum. They go well together, right? Kidneys and liver, filtering everything out, you know? Yes, Puerto Rican wife with a lot of rum samples. Yes, I now have. Yeah, I'm just like very sad that Puerto Rico doesn't make better rum. We make rum, but it's not like it's cocktails rum mostly. Um, we're chainmail to bed, Nick. Okay, do I have any other final scenarios? I have two final scenarios. One, what I love about Foursquare rum is how much their rum. Really, I feel like it is very approachable for a bourbon drinker. I think Foursquare rum. I think because it just punches with so much flavor and it's very complex. It's not straightforward. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I've got two final scenarios. One is I feel like appropriate because this was Women of Whiskeys and the rest of the season just came out. Bridgerton, for anybody who watches Bridgerton. And those of y'all who have wives, you've probably snuck around watching Bridgerton, like sideline kind of thing, getting sucked in. What do you think Violet, the mom, Mrs. Bridgerton, pours every time one of her kids does something dumb / creates a major problem for themselves, like, you know, propose to the wrong sister, the one he's not in love with, or try to make his maid his mistress, or marry the biggest secret scandal writer in town, or etc., etc. What is Violet Bridgerton? So she's like a lady of the ton in London, England, in early 1800s. What is she pouring? Because there are definitely times she did. There is a scene where she tried scotch, which is hilarious. I feel like it would be a scotch. Bridges are cool. Don't bother reading the books. I listened to a couple. They're so. It's the one situation in which the movie / show is better than the books. Books are just so problematic. Like, I listened to the one that was for this season for Benedict Bridgerton, and the whole time I'm like, does the author want us to like the male protagonist? Because I hate his guts. I'm very confused. So, definitely drinks white wine with ice cubes. I feel like the Featherington mom might do that. Gin and tonics. I feel like that might be spot on. Navy gin. There we go. You love an Indian. If not, hit me up. Like the gin and tonic. Violet pours wild turkey. I don't think she's pouring wild turkey. Just saying. I like gin and tonic. I don't know. I feel like that feels very appropriate. And I know gin was big. This Foursquare touchstone. Okay, my final order though. Yeah, gin is a good one. I feel like Mrs. Featherington is the one having white wine and ice cubes. I'm gonna give the final situation that I already had written up, and then give my order for the main Foursquare touchstones. Kind of ridiculously good, so I'm not comparing it to the main original four Foursquares. Okay, so Luke, spoiler alert, finds out that Vader's his dad, and he's all like, "No, that's impossible." I'm sorry, I think Luke is just such a whiny little bitch for the first two movies. But say he falls off and falls into a bar and can pour anything for himself after that. What is Luke Skywalker pouring for himself at this moment? Tom Collins. I mean, I do love a legit Tom Collins. I like gin and tonics, but usually just drink gin on. I cannot do straight. I can drink a gin and tonic with like some lime juice. But generally, I only will drink gin and tonics because Lin-Manuel Miranda said that's his favorite cocktail. So I try to get myself into it. And it's got to be a good tonic. And tonic was a fad of sorts because it was considered a cure-all. Oh, I didn't realize that. I did not realize that. I just knew gin was definitely a thing at the time. Hendrix gin and Fever Tree tonic is the tonic that I'll use. Luke pours anything hazmat. So in the situation of Luke Skywalker has just found, why do I have this voice person? Has just found out that his papa is Darth Vader. And he fights terribly. Also, like, who did he think he was? Like, he's had what, like 2 days of training, not even, with a lightsaber, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go against this dude who's got years of freaking training with the Force and a lightsaber. This is gonna go great. Anyways, what is he pouring? I love this. Luke pours a left-handed Knob Creek 12. A, Knob Creek 12. Perfect. B, left-handed. This is perfect. He has not gotten his new hand surgery thing done. So Luke asks for some Blue Run because he sucks at drinking bourbon. So he just goes for what is marketed towards him and has a pretty butterfly on it. It's perfect. Richie Z's having some Knob Creek 9. Perfect. Daily Law. Shirley Temple because Luke needs to grow the fuck up. Yes! I love that everybody else is like, Luke's a little bit. Luke, he's a loser. I mean, in the third movie, he gets, he's finally like had the time to actually train and do some stuff. But up until then, like, he's just so whiny. Like Princess Leia, it's his twin sister, and granted, they had different, childhoods or whatever, but she's just badass after badass kind of thing. And then there's Luke being like, anyways, also like not caring at all when he sees his aunt and uncle having been burnt to a crisp. Like, the fuck, dude. Anyways, I could see him drinking a bunch of cheap wine and getting all sassy, all sissy, whiny, crying, and complaining. Yep. He would definitely be a wine girl, like 100%. And like swirling it around and everything. And I bet he likes white Zen. That's who he is. Something I learned tonight. Zinfandel is a red wine for the most part. Okay, those are pretty much all the situations I had lined up ahead of. I mean, for Lord of the Rings, I wrote ... I could do so many, so I did stop myself. I could do a ridiculous amount. Yoda would bitch slap him. Oh, what is Yoda drinking? When Luke shows up and he's like, I want to be trained now, and Yoda's like, no, he's too old. I don't want to deal with this idiot. What is Yoda drinking? Like, as he convinces himself to be like, fine, I'll do it, but then I'm gonna die, so I won't have to deal with him. Foursquare flight. Okay, so my order, while we think about what Yoda is drinking, I loved everybody's reaction to what Luke is drinking. That's my favorite. Pretty sure all the Pirates ones would just be cheap rum. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just gonna be Bacardi 151. I think that's what all the Pirates are drinking, pretty much. Yoda would drink a Malort warm in a beer glass and complain. Not he would. He wouldn't complain. Today cracks a dusty. Ooh, you're having a dusty? Or Yoda's having a dusty? Yoda drinks absinthe. Y'all in your absinthe. I'd imagine Yoda drinking some really well-aged Armagnac and cognac. Oh, I love it. Yoda. Okay, meant to say Yoda. Cracks a dusty. Yeah, Yoda would have some stellar dusties on hand. Let's be honest. In that little, like, I don't know, mud house or whatever that he's got, he's drinking. Nick says some, like, 20-year-old scotch. I'm thinking he's got, like, some old dusty pappy laying around. I'm gonna say a dusty, or at least something old enough to order its own drink. 100%. Some, like, Macallan scotch. Yoda drinks Old Forester barrel strength single barrel. The hotter the better, baby. Oh my god, almost all of those are ridiculously hot. It's stupid. Vodka soda. Strong, but balanced it must be. I don't know that he's doing a vodka soda though. I feel like he's doing I don't know, I like the Dusties. What's his cocktail? I feel like he is doing like the fruitiest of cocktails. He's doing a pina colada with the umbrella and the little slice of pineapple kind of thing. Like, I think that's Yoda. Okay, my final order, BT dubs, of these. Wait. I knew it as I was drinking through them, but I've been quite distracted. Okay, yep. Oh, these are good. Not that guy. Wait. Yoda lifts the expensive Pappy 23 from him and brings it to his little hand. Yeah, he's just does the Force. Also, I'm great at the Force in my home if Nick is close enough. I just reach out and start going like this, and Nick will start bringing me whatever I can't reach. Yoda doesn't have enough left to drink after pouring one out for every young lady. Oh my god, too soon. Too soon, Anakin. Damn. Fucking Anakin. Oh, you want to see me get riled up. Okay. Katie Turk, what's up? How you doing? Is there any chance that you're coming to the Striped Pig pick in Charleston with 21090 April 25th? They said that you might be able to, but might not be able to. I'm really hoping that you are able to make it. I just think it's going to be so. Des Bailey in chat was just saying she's going to be able to make it. So I'm really hoping that you can make it. Luke's parents would drink nothing because, well, they're dead. Wait. I mean, Luke's dad is alive. Well, and then his aunt and uncle. Which ones are we talking about? Are they having Octomal? They're gonna have one of the Ardbegs smoked. Kim's already booked a hotel. Yeah, buddy. Cheers, everybody. I love it. Yoda is also 900 years old. Imagine his collection. He may have the first scotch ever made. Yeah, that's a solid chance. Did somebody say Yoda seems like an IPA guy? I don't think so. I hope not. Yoda's drinking straight from the bottle. He's too old to mix this. I feel like, I don't know, he might just make moonshine. Out there hanging out on Dagobah? Okay, that is what you were talking about. Sorry. Nerd levels coming through. Out there on Dagobah, like he might have already gone through most of his good stuff. So he might just be drinking moonshine, to be honest. I'm still like checking to see if Katie says anything about maybe coming to the Striped Pig pick with 21090. Let us know. I'm really hoping you can. I suspect. Oh, the Ewoks are definitely home brewers. Sand people drink gin because sand people hate themselves. I love this idea. I might have the first. Damn, Donald. Oh well, you are Irish Yoda, so actually, never mind. That makes sense. That 100% makes sense. Yes, another coffee or yes. Oh yeah, if y'all don't know, Drifting Drams, Katie and Ethan Turk, my nemesis. He's not my nemesis, but I just like giving him a hard time. Have an amazing coffee company, driftingdrams.com. Get yourself some really great coffees. Some of them are like, I don't know much about coffee. Some of them are like barrel finished and stuff too, which is really cool. We haven't figured out the droids. What's the closest to oil? Oh, what the droids would drink? See, y'all, we got May the 4th. We will do a Star Wars stream. So save your suggestions for then. And yes, okay, yeah, new barrel aged coffee. Okay, I was like, I'm saying this and I feel like I'm making it up. I'm not making it up. Barrel aged coffee, that is a thing that they do. So definitely check out driftingdrams.com. They have some killer stuff. Sand people drink gin. So in May, I will convince Michelle to let me do a Star Wars theme stream because it's fun. Yes, thank you, Richie Z, for dropping that link to Drifting Drams. It's perfect. I have not done a Star Trek question. Should I close out on a Star Trek question? Because I do need to close out soon. I have to teach in the morning. what is a scenario in Star Trek? Nick brought up like the Star Trek, like the 2000s movie, where Spock has to watch a Vulcan be destroyed. I'm trying to think of something more like from Next Generation or original series. In original series, when Spock, is it the Amok Time or Naked Time? Naked Time, where like he feels his real emotions. What would he drink then? And he like tells Christine he likes him. May 4th is on a Monday? Oh, that's happening. Ooh, a Q. A Q scenario. Does anybody know who Q is? All right, good night, Des. I'm about to close up too. Yes, listen to Eric Gunderson, Drifting Drams. That's the coffee to get, y'all. If I drank more, I have actually. I've gone through 2 bags of Drifting Drams, but I just rarely drink coffee. Oh, con. Oh, perfect. Actually, I love this. Oh, okay. I'm loving all the trekkiness that's coming out in the chat. Worf has recovered from his barrel crushing. What is he celebrating with? I don't know, but con. Like, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, blood wine? Whatever's like a really good blood wine. So you're under attack by Khan. Or what is Khan himself drinking? He is like this genetically advanced, purified genius or whatever. I did not give my final order. My final order. Number 4 was the Zinfandel one. It's not bad, but it just doesn't compete with the rest of them. My number 3 was Premise, which was the ex-bourbon, ex-sherry. That was the first one I had. That was 46%. And then my number 2 and number 1 were pretty close, but my number 2 was Indelible, which actually is also ex-Zinfandel, but tastes very different than the other one, the Zinfandel cask blend. Sorry, I keep dinging things. I'm trying not to. But it was the Indelible. That was my number 2. And then my number 1 was the Saga City, the ex Madeira cask. Oh my god, that one is just freaking to die for. So, have a Boone's Farm because he'd want to study the hangover. I don't know what Boone's Farm is. Now I'm curious. Scotty, it's green. Oh, Scotty would be having all the things. Like, there's one episode in Next Generation, not Next Gen, in original series, where some alien race and Scotty gives the guy scotch to like get the alien drunk under the table, and they basically both get drunk under the table. And that's like how he takes care of getting rid of his alien, basically. But I don't think he says what kind of scotch it was. The Wrath of Khan. Exactly. Oh, The Wrath of Khan is like the best movie of all time, pretty much. So definitely try some Boone's Farm. I don't know. You just said it causes really bad hangovers, didn't you? I don't know. Some colorful, strange drink. I feel like it wouldn't be Romulan ale. Romulan ale is like the obvious choice. At least for Spock. Khan might go for Romulan ale. Now he's been stranded on Alpha Ceti 6 or something. Khan would drink Canadian Club to make me angry and want to wipe the floor with him. I don't give a damn what Khan would drink. He'd be drinking 100-year wine. So you're saying you love Khan, a big fan. I mean, he has some of the best, and also he's played by Ricardo Montalban. Like, fire. Boone's Farm strawberry. Oh, it is a wine or it's not a wine? Now I'm confused. It's a cheap wine. Like really cheap back in the 70s. Oh, okay. I'm with you now. I thought it was like a whiskey I just hadn't heard of. Used to be a fortified wine. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I totally missed it. Sorry. See, this is where we need Michelle. She would have known. I completely missed it. I'm sorry, I missed the joke. I ruined it. You remember the wine coolers and Zima. Nick loves Zima. Never had it, I don't think. I don't know. I think Khan would go for one of those like weird sciencey ones. There's some like weird sciencey one where they're trying to do too much kind of thing, you know? I think that's what Khan would go for. an Indian wine. I mean, an Indian whiskey, not wine. Amrit. That makes sense. Khan Noonien and Singh. I think that could make sense. Um, yes, sir. I don't like. I don't know. I can see that. Kind of going with that. All right, y'all. It is 8:31. I need to eat dinner and I need to be up super duper early. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this little touchstone port in that Saga City. Down. Why do you hate Khan so much? He's such a good villain. Khan is such a good villain. Zima. Isn't that Zima? Bartleson. Thank you for your support. I had a few Bartleson games back in the day. Now see, y'all are losing me. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Thanks, Richard Z. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll be back next Monday with Michelle. I think she'll be able to be on. And it'll be my last stream from the current place. And then the next time will be from my new house, which I'm so stoked for. Anyways, yeah, please drink water. Make sure you hit that like button. We'll be back on next week. And again, April 25th, we're doing our real big pick with 21090 and at Striped Pig in Charleston, South Carolina. So I'm excited for that. All right. Cheers, everybody. Yes, I do have the outro thing.